Alright, time for another Castlevania review. Today we're looking at Order of Ecclesia for the DS. Now, I love the Castlevania series. In fact, it's my favorite series of all time. And what I really love about these Metroidvania style games is they're all similar, but they change just enough to keep it fresh. So the first new thing you'll notice in this game is that you actually play as a female protagonist named Shanoa. And she doesn't have normal equipment like in the other games. She doesn't have a whip or different swords you can equip. Instead, she equips these things called magical glyphs, which can be found by breaking apart items, defeating enemies, or by absorbing them when you see an enemy cast a spell. And when you start off, you only have one set of glyphs you can choose from, but eventually you do find an item that allows you to swap between 3 different sets of glyphs, which gives you a lot of options for different attacks. Instead of exploring one huge castle or one large map, in this game you have several small areas that you explore, and then eventually, if you do everything right, you unlock Dracula's castle at the end, which is a massive area. Along the way, you'll find and rescue various villagers trapped throughout the levels, and when you go back to Wygall Village to talk to them, Wygall Village is your main hub, they'll give you various quests to do. And upon completing these quests, they'll unlock new items in the shop. Because the shop, without these quests, has very, very basic items. So you'll definitely want to do these quests to upgrade your armor and get better healing items. Now, one complaint people do have with these Metroidvania-style games is that they keep recycling sprites from previous games. This game does do some of that, but it also introduces a lot of new enemy designs, so there is a good balance between new and old. The music in this series has always been outstanding, even from the old NES days, and this game is no exception. Just a fantastic soundtrack. I especially love the Wygall Village theme. This is definitely one of the tougher Metroidvania games. While it's not as hard as Circle of the Moon, this game is quite challenging, especially the boss fights. A lot of them will have to be fought several times until you can get their attack patterns down. As with most of the Metroidvania games, you do unlock bonus modes when you beat the game. For instance, there's Boss Rush. You can also play as another character, and there's a training center as well. Should take you about 10 hours to beat this, although it does take a little bit longer if you want to get everything in the game and acquire the true ending. Overall, this is another fantastic entry in the Metroidvania series. Highly recommended.